Hello everyone, I'm RVD and welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's go ahead with the next question in the placement interview questions on data structure series. So the next question is, what is the difference between null and void? Generally we say it's null and void, but as far as the programming is concerned, there is a difference between the concept of null and void. So let us try to understand what is the difference. Now, as far as null is concerned, it's a value, but void is a data type identifier. So that's the basic difference between the two. You can highlight that null is a value. What it represents we'll see, but null is a value, whereas void is a data type identifier, or it's like a data type. Okay. Hence, null can be considered as a data which represents nothing. So as I said, it's a value. So for a variety of reasons, we require to represent a value which shows nothing, and that is being done by null. So we can say null is a data, or it's a value which represents nothing, whereas void is a data type which is being used by programming languages. Now, null indicates empty value. So as I just now said, null represents a value which shows nothing. So it indicates empty value, whereas your void is used to create pointers without initially type being defined, or there is no specific initial type being defined. They are being called as generic pointers. Okay, we'll see one example where I'll be able to tell you that if I create a void pointer, I'll be able to assign it to any type of variable because it's a generic pointer. Pointer can be assigned to null to show that the pointer is currently pointing to nothing. See, it's like, you have your earthing wire, we generally do grounding, so that obviously the danger gets reduced. Similarly, a pointer which is pointing to anything is a dangerous concept. Hence, to avoid that, till the time the pointer is not getting used, we very well assign it to null. So you can see in the example, if I have created a pointer, let's say int star p, which is currently storing garbage, which indicates that it's pointing to anything. Instead of that, I can simply make p equal to null, indicating that the pointer is pointing to nothing. Okay, so that's the use of null to rather handle the concept of nothing. Okay, whereas void data type is used as a return type for the function which is not returning anything, which I guess is a common use we all of us know. That if at all a function is not returning any result, then we say the return type of the function is considered to be void. Fine. So this is an example which you might have seen multiple times. As I already said in the previous slide, that void can also be used for creation of the generic pointers. Okay, so let's see how can I use void for creating a generic pointer. So when I say void star p, when I say int star p, it's an integer pointer, and that pointer is capable of storing the address of integer. But when I say void pointer, it's a generic pointer, so it is capable of storing the address of any type of any type of variable. Okay, so let's take an example. I've created an integer variable. I can assign the address of that integer variable to p as well, because as I said, p is a generic pointer. Now the question comes is, how do I access it? So this is how you're going to access that. Whenever you do dereferencing, like printf %d, generally we say star p, and ideally when I say star p, I should be able to get a. But now, as we know, p doesn't have its own type. So that's the reason whenever we do dereferencing, let's say star p, you can see a typecasting of int star is being done to indicate that p is pointing to an integer pointer. Fine, so this is how we can make use of generic pointers, that is the pointers created using void. So maybe I guess that's the way you can understand, we can differentiate between the concept of null as well as the concept of void. Okay, so that's it for this video, but do not forget to subscribe my channel if you have not already subscribed. And if you've already subscribed, obviously be with me, keep watching my videos and keep liking my videos. Thank you. That's it for this lecture.